In this tutorial, I'll take you through how to carry out a transformation on a geodata frame and also how to carry out a spatial join. And lastly, how to visualize whatever you've created, the polygons or points that you have analyzed. I've already imported GeoPandas, and for the visualization, we're going to use matplotlib. I'm reading this file using the .read file method. The new coordinate reference system that I'll be using, since I want to get centroids of the polygons that are in the part of the US states shapefile, I'm going to use EPSG 5070, which represents the US contiguous Albers equal area conic projection. And the original dataset is based on the WGS 84 datum, which is a geographic coordinate reference system. I'll start by creating a variable name that will store the result of the transformation. And I'm going to use the .to_CRS method and then pass the new CRS that I want to use for the transformation. I can print the CRS to ensure the transformation occurred as is needed or was processed as needed. So we have one is WGS 84, that's the old one, and the new one is based on the EPSG 5070 datum. Next, I'm going to get the centroid. Let me just use this variable name, and then I'm going to use the centroid method. And then since this results into a geoseries, but we want a geodata frame. So I need to create a geodata frame that will carry the result of the centroid, or the centroid of the polygons. I'm going to call GPD, the geodata frame, and the geometry. I'm going to pass the centroids. Next, I'm going to carry out a spatial join. And how I'm going to do that is, again, I need to create a variable name that will store the results of the spatial join. And I'll call the gpd.sjoin method. And I'll enter the centroid and then the transformed geodata frame. And in the how argument, I'm going to use an inner join, and predicate argument allows us to specify the spatial operation. So I'm going to use intersects. We can print out the S-join to see what's in the geodata frame before we plot it. So this is the geodata frame. We have the old data in the initial file and then added to the centroid one. Next is plotting. And the plotting is very simple. I'm just going to use this dot plot to reveal it. I'm going to use this line of code, the last plt.show. If you want to see the transformed geodata frame, just going to do this. And we have the original, which was a shapefile with the polygons representing the United States.